All right, do you like Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Do you also like anime? I got the perfect game for you. So this game behind me is Granblue Fantasy Relink, all right? If you played Final Fantasy, Tales of Arise, you're probably familiar with this type of game. One thing about it that has made it very hard for me to put down, man, is first of all, there's so many characters that you can play as. That's number one. There's about 18 characters, okay? Each character has an element that corresponds to them. So like one has a fire element, so a lot of their spells are fire powers, shit like that. Each character has a bunch of skills you can unlock as they level up, as you level up their skill trees. And some of them have buffs, some of them have, you know, DPS abilities, things like that. But also, every last one of them has a unique move set, which I think is really dope too. So it's kind of simple in the terms of like the combat is square and triangle, but every character's triangle button does something different. Like for instance, one character's triangle button might switch their stances, which changes their combos when you press square. Another character might have an ability where you press triangle and it builds up a meter that once you press triangle again, it gives them certain buffs and shit like that. So it's just really dope, man. All the characters are unique. The combat is super fun. It's like, it gives me very much like Storm mixed with Devil May Cry, because there are combos. It's not as simple as just pressing square all the time, depending on the character you're using. But it's very free flowing, kind of like Devil May Cry, bro. And you can get really creative with it. And it's also a little bit of Monster Hunter in there by some of the boss fights and some of the things you fight. And to mention the boss fights, a lot of them remind me of, like, you know how in the Storm series when you're playing story mode, there's certain bosses where that red circle pops up to show you where their jutsu's about to hit and shit like that. A lot of the boss fights feel like that, but because you get to make your own party and there's all these different unique characters, it really adds a lot to it. I think it's really great. When I was talking about why are all anime games arena fighters and there need to be more anime games in different genres, these are the types of games I'm talking about, man. It's really dope. I really recommend supporting it. This video is not sponsored, even though I really wish it was. I don't know what systems this game is on, but if check it out. If it's on your system, I highly recommend buying it. 100%, especially if you like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, especially if you like anime games. The only thing I will say is you can't switch characters in the middle of battle. But again, like I said, the characters are so unique, that's really not even going to be an issue for you, because if you were able to switch characters mid-battle, it would get really confusing because, like I said, everybody's triangle button does something different. But also, you can switch characters after battle. So, like, whatever mission you guys are on, after you finish the battle, as long as you're not fighting anybody at the moment, you can switch out your characters, switch out their skills, all of that shit. Make games have not been that good recently. This will change your mind, 100%.